Okay, so here we can see here's a prior low, and the market is hesitating right there at that prior low, so it's at support. Now, if, for example, I was thinking, oh boy, what should I do? Should I get out? Should I stay in? If I were looking to get out, and again, this would be ideal if you had more than one lot on, I could right-click, click on Close Order. The order window comes up. If say I had more than one lot on, which I probably should have done, then what I would do is set this to say half or even 80%. I like half. So if I had, say, 5 micro lots on, I would exit 2, and then I would just click Close. And then I would get out of 2 as the market is coming down here, if I were concerned about it. But this is a minor type of support here. Let's go ahead and zoom out, and you can see, now we're getting into some thicker support. Okay, so the market broke through this level here, and it's working on this zone here. And because it's working on this zone, now that it's pushed through, it's down at 2005. It's getting near that even number that tends to pressure the market. This is now where I think it would be a much more prudent decision. Let me take off half, or let me take off a few, depending on how many you have on. And with these kind of trades, there's no reason why you can't break the trade up into even different amounts. I know guys that take off, thirds. So they'll take off 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Even guys that'll take off quarters, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, because it gives them more flexibility. So they'll take off some initial profits very quickly. If the market goes to retrace, so if the market comes down, retraces a bit, as soon as it comes back down to the bottom, they'll take off another quarter. If it continues through and it hits a support level, they take off another quarter, and then they'll leave another quarter on with a stop loss, usually somewhere back in here. So if the market retraces all the way back up here, then they finally get out of their last quarter. And then, of course, their last quarter, they also have a target. So if the market comes down and hits their target right here, they'll take off the final quarter. Okay, so that's just there are so many different ways of managing a position, and I didn't really cover it inside of the course because there are so many. How do you pick one really becomes the answer. Okay, so here you can see the market's pushed down. Again, I'm looking at a very short time frame, 5 minutes. You can't see that, I'm sorry. This is a 5-minute bar. Let me move this down. There we go. And make this a bit smaller. Okay, so you can see, there we go. I'm on the 5-minute bar. Go ahead and zoom in, or I'm sorry, zoom out. So the momentum here may or may not continue. And you can see the market's just sort of futzing around with this level. Let's go check out the pound. We'll go down to a 5-minute over here just for kicks. Waiting for this thing to update. And you can see the pound is now getting into some hesitation. Now the difference here is we got to go back 15 years to even see when the pound was trading up here, let alone find some kind of resistance level. But now that I see the pound is turning around, the Swiss is starting to bounce. Again, this is a good point to take partial profits, exit part of the position. Okay, so I was just reading the news. The retail sales came in, this is the core retail sales, came in 0.9 lower than expected. That's why we're seeing the volatility. And so this came in as a good deviation. So we're seeing the momentum in the market. Let me zoom in so we can look at some of the detail here. Okay, and you can see here was the retracement. And the market started to move back up, meaning it was getting some strength. And now you can see it's moved back down again. So this really is a normal type of process. You have to remember, this was a lot of momentum. There's obviously a lot of selling going on here. And now that people have a chance to digest what's going on, I mean, we're almost 15 minutes after the report. The market, let me zoom back in. I'm sorry, zoom back out. The market, you can see, is down near support. This is just the natural process. At this point, though, we're going to have to see if we're trading this, what's the market going to do? Is the market going to, bounce and come back down? Is it going to, how's it going to deal with this now resistance area? Since it punched through to the downside, how is it going to deal with resistance now?